dumplings in Poland. It's called Uszka, and they are like it's like small dumplings filled with wild mushrooms like porcini, for example. So yeah, and right now I'm preparing the dough. I didn't take any more video when I made a dough because it's just very basics. It's only a combination of flour, water, some salt, and what else? Some oil, cooking oil, and yeah, it's boiling water we're using for it. And yeah, that's just it, the ingredients for the dough. So I'll just write down on the description box for the ingredients of the dough. So yeah, so what I'm doing right now, I am like preparing for the individual, what do you call that, like for the wrapper of the dumplings, and I'm using only a glass to cut the individual circles or something like that. Yeah, so now I'm gonna fill already the dough, the dumpling dough, with the filling that's already cooked. So what I'm doing right now, I am like preparing for the individual, what do you call that, like for the wrapper of the dumplings, and I'm using only a glass to cut the individual circles or something like that. Yeah, so now I'm gonna fill already the dough, the dumpling dough, with the filling that's already cooked. Wild mushrooms, they were dried wild mushrooms, and yeah, it's just like fried for like yeah, it's with just the wild mushrooms or the porcini and onions and some spices and seasoning. Yeah, I think that was it. So yeah, that's how you make it. It's a little bit tricky or a bit difficult because it's very tiny, especially if you are using. They mostly use the uszka on like mixing it or putting it in the red beetroot soup. Yeah, it's basically on the Christmas Eve in here. That's one of their traditional food, the beetroot soup with uszka. So after 4 So after forming the uszka, or this mini dumplings, I put them on a parchment paper, and like the parchment paper was lying on a plastic chopping board, because once I'm done with all the uszka, then so here are the uszka. I made like 50 pieces, and yeah, they should be smaller than this size, but that's right. I was a bit tired, so just let them be like that. So I will freeze these ready, and then after a couple of hours of freezing, then put them in a Ziploc bag and store them in the freezer. And now we will be making the popular dumplings filled with sauerkraut and also again wild mushrooms, mostly it's porcini, and it's called pierogi in Polish. So again, we need the dough. It's almost the same ingredients from the first one, the uszka. So yeah, it's almost the same process actually. It's just that we're making it bigger this time, of course. So that's how to make the Polish dumplings called pierogi. It's also kind of one of the traditional dishes during Christmas Eve, but it's very common food, I think, in Poland. So yeah, that's it. Unfortunately, I forgot to take photo of my finished product. Well, anyway, you can see it, how it looks like in the video. So that's it. Bye. Thank you.